Hey everybody, Zuri here, and I'm coming to you from my reading nook. I love this space, so I have to make sure I actually spend time in it to talk to you today about getting out of your own way. It's one of the most important things that we can figure out how to do in life because inevitably life is going to happen. Life is always going to present us with circumstances out of our control. But those typically aren't the things that hold us back from doing, being, and creating the things we want to do and that you are called to do. And so, can we just get real for a minute? The truth is, most of the things that are holding you back from being the ridiculously amazing, powerful woman that you are you. That's that's the tough love of it, and I'm saying it out of love because I've realized that for myself. Every single time when something wasn't happening for me, something was slowing me down, when I got to the heart of it, when I used the tools and practices that I teach my clients and my groups, I realized I use it for myself because I know it works. It came down to me. And I was in my own way. I was blocking myself. I'll tell you, a few years ago, I was where I was from, living in the DC area, was flying back and forth to LA a lot. And LA was like a second home. It's where I did my meditation teacher training, it's where I did my transformational coaching training. So LA has a lot of has a lot of sentimental value to me, and it's where I've spent a lot of had spent a lot of time. And I was in Southern California. I was actually in San Diego at the time, participating in a mastermind, and was once again raving about how much I loved Southern California and LA. And someone just straight said, "So why don't you move there?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think in a few years it's probably something that I will do." And they just called me on my bullshit and were like, "Well, what's stopping you from moving there now?" And in that moment, it was like I could see all the stories just floating around that I was holding on to, and none of it mattered. And it was like, phew, just cut to it. And I realized there's nothing stopping me. I could move to LA right now if I wanted to. There's nothing stopping me but my stories. And in that moment, I said, you know what? I'm letting them go. And I decided right then, I remember it was the weekend after Easter weekend 2017 in April. And in less than 2 months, I was on a plane buying a ticket. Well, in less than 2 weeks, I bought a one-way ticket. And then fast forward, in less than 2 months, I had picked up, had two suitcases, and rolled out and moved to LA. And it was one of the most empowered things, decisions that I made, and in taking such a powerful leap of faith just by getting out of my own way. And it has made such a difference. Now, here's the thing, when we get out of our own way, it doesn't mean everything is going to be roses and peaches and be easy. That is not true. Oh my gosh, I encountered so many different things, but I got stronger and everything got better, knowing I could do that for myself and create that for myself. And there's been bigger leaps that I keep taking and have been taking because I can continue to get out of my own way. Now, what does it take to do that? In order to get out of your way, first of all, we've got to see our stories for what they are, just plain stories. Another way to put it, bullshit. We're bullshitting ourselves. Second of all, is to, recognize that. And the way you do that is just stop and ask, witness the story and ask, is this true? Is this actually true? Like, so for me, the story of, well, I need to take a couple years. I need for my business to be established at a certain space. Is that actually true? What are the actual financial numbers of what I need to be able to move to LA? Because that wasn't the case. And whether it's moving, whether it's making a decision, a career decision, a home, life, relationship decision, whatever it is that's holding you back, ask, is this true? And then the bigger piece around getting out of your own way is to deal with what's underneath it. What is holding me back? And inevitably, I guarantee you, spoiler alert, there's something we're afraid of. There's some fear in there. Well, what if I fall flat on my face? What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? And so the thing is then be okay, deal with whatever the worst possible what if is, because that's where you get empowered and that's where you get to deal with reality at a different space. And for me, well, what if I fail? What if I fall flat on my face? It doesn't work. The business doesn't work. I can't stay living in LA. It's expensive, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I was okay with that. So what? At least I tried. And for me, the trying was all that mattered. And so when you actually face your fears as opposed to letting the fears be a block, you're able to move through it. You're able to make more empowered decisions and keep going. And that is how we start getting out of our own way. And the more we do that, it's a muscle. The more we realize, oh, I got this. I can do this and keep going. So, my encouragement for you today is to even just allow yourself, because one of the ways we block ourselves is not even connect with what we really want, to connect with our souls, deeper desires, connect with that, see what it is that you truly desire, and then start dealing with all the stories that are there and realize, oh, these are my stories. It's my mind just trying to protect me, and that's okay. But I can move past that because I am so much worthier for more. And you, my friend, my dear, are so worthy of so much more in your life. Let's be thankful and grateful for what we have, but let's know there's so much more that's waiting for us to receive, and that the world is waiting for you to give and bring in. And the way we do that is to get out of our way and go for it and do it and just shine your brightest and be your most amazing you. Sending you big love.